I'm the president of the Proud Boys. And we came out here today to show our support, obviously, for the event that's happening here. We love our guns. We love our country. One of the things that everyone's been talking about today is how that's being stolen from us systematically. They started out, I remember when I was a lot younger, everyone had guns. When I was really young, I was given my first gun. It was a 22 long rifle. It was a bolt action, and we'd go out and shoot it all the time. Our parents taught us how to shoot. They taught us how to respect firearms and the abilities that they have and that you will have when you have the firearm. They taught us how to hunt. They taught us the responsible way to handle these guns. So we grew up with a healthy respect for it and for the people that carry them. We grew up with a respect for law enforcement officers, the people that go out there, our military, the people that carry firearms every day to protect our ability to have these rights so that we don't have to use our guns here at home. But I'll tell you, the direction that I see the country going in, and like some of these guys have said, I've lost a lot of hope. I've lost a lot of hope in our government. I've lost a lot of hope in the people, the leadership that we have elected or the people that we've tried to elect. And their inability to do their jobs, their inability to maintain our freedoms. Every single law that they create is further restricting us. Every law. I believe that any law that they make in regards to firearms is an infringement on our rights to have firearms. Anything they do. Whether it's magazine capacities, whether it's, certifying someone, not legally able to have a firearm because of their mental state. I mean, anyone could go and say that. You could just make the accusation that you feel scared because someone said something that you didn't like. I mean, nowadays they're basically saying everyone who supported Trump in the last election is a terrorist. Does that make us mentally fit to have firearms in the definitions of their new laws they're trying to pass? They're basically trying to get rid of any opposition that they may have in order to create this global communist regime, yeah. So they come after us. They come after the everyday patriots because it's not these Antifa dudes who are down or the BLM guys who are down there causing all the rioting and the things that are happening in these cities. These laws aren't going to affect them because laws only apply to law-abiding citizens. And the more laws that they create, the more laws I'm going to be forced to maybe disregard in some aspects. They are creating criminals out of good patriot Americans. The last time we were down here, a little story time for you guys, we were right here on this corner of this street. I don't know the names of all the streets. I wish I did. That sounded way cooler. The main Olympic Drive. We were right there at the corner, and probably 250 Antifa and BLM sympathizers marched up the street towards us. We were standing there minding our, we were just here to protect people that were at the flag wave event. And they come up and attacked us. We didn't move. We didn't back down. They left, went around the city. We came back up to this statue right here, and we stood there for about 10 minutes before law enforcement said that if we didn't move, the Patriots didn't move, because we were standing there being attacked. They were throwing bottles at us. They were throwing Christmas ornaments full of concrete. Who the fuck thinks of that? Sorry, there's kids here. So they're doing all this stuff, and they're throwing paint at us so that they can identify and mark us for later attacks that they go around the city after we escape. So we decide to turn around, walk away from them, try to separate ourselves from them, get people to their vehicles. There's several parking lots that used to be open before they shut it all down. We were trying to get people to their cars safely. And that's when the real attack started. That's when the rocks came out. That's when the batons came out. That's when their guns came out. They started shooting at us right here in this parking lot. And they were coming across, and the only person that freaking covered that was the common sense conservative. He's the only person who went out and posted the video of it to show the world what these guys were doing. Yeah, he is here today. He's the only person that was showing the truth. These guys were out here shooting us, shooting at our vehicles as we were trying to get out safely. We leave. We come back across the grounds. The state troopers put our guys on the grounds, the Patriots. They put them on the ground at gunpoint. For what? What did we do? We showed up to defend the Constitution, defend our rights to be here, to just stand around and talk about the things that interest us most, like our rights, like our freedoms. And we got put on the ground at gunpoint. Meanwhile, these Antifa guys, they weren't arrested. There's no accountability for the things that they're doing, not just here in Olympia, but down in Portland. The guy who just got arrested for attacking a law enforcement officer was arrested, released the same day, no charges, And then he catches the federal courthouse on fire just the other night.
The hammer was coming down.
Is that okay?
One of the ladies.
Why are these people not being held accountable for their crimes? Why is it us? It's the Proud Boys, it's the Patriots, the guys who are being attacked. And so, like I said, we lost a lot of faith.
And he was arrested.
You know, a good friend of mine, we went to Jay's memorial. After the memorial, he was run over by a BLM activist in his vehicle. That was identified. We had pictures of him. I shot the video of the entire thing. I tried to cooperate with law enforcement, show them the video, give them a statement. There were 20 witnesses there in the parking lot, not just Proud Boys, not just Patriots, but patrons in the bar. To witness this event happen. The guy drove off after he hit Shane Moon in the parking lot. He sped away. Guess what happened to that guy? He was exonerated of his crime. Shane Moon never even got a freaking interview with law enforcement at all. To this day, no law enforcement officer or a court official has contacted Shane Moon for his story and the series of events that happened that day. No one did. To this day, where is that justice? And you're putting Patriots into a position to where we have to go out and start making these tough decisions every day to remain peaceful, to take the higher ground. Well, there's only so much that these Patriot men can take. And these are hardened men, guys who have been in war. They've seen the turmoil that is to come. The country's going down a bad path, and I just don't know what's going to change it but direct action. I hate talking like that. The voting's not going to remove these people from office. Thank you for your time.